Hi, my name is Sarita.
And my name is Rena.
We are both past patients with Mexico Bariatric Center, and we are here to break the stigma of having weight loss surgery in Tijuana, Mexico. We will be covering all things bariatric to help you get the most out of this weight loss journey.
Hi, friends.
Happy New Year. Happy 2025.
Welcome to Can You Stomach This?
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Yes.
Yeah. So, speaking of New Year's, let's talk about New Year, new you, fresh starts, starting over,
New beginnings,
all the good stuff. So, in the new year, what do we do? What do people do in the new year?
They make resolutions.
I don't like resolutions.
I don't either. I feel like everyone fails.
I like goals.
I think goals are good.
I think resolutions get dissolved.
They do. Resolved and dissolved. Hence the word resolution.
So let's talk about setting some goals and some different things to help you reach that new you. Some empowering tips and tricks and
practical tips, strategies.
Yeah, those things.
Let's succeed.
Let's succeed together. How about that? So let's just go ahead and dive in. So couple of different things. We have a couple of different tips, right? Maybe some main tips, some little sub tips. I would say the first thing that we want to talk about is like mindset mastery, right?
Positive thinking.
Yes, positive thinking. In mindset mastery, one of the first things you want to do is really shift your mindset, right? Literally shift your mindset.
Manifest it into positive.
Yeah,
positivity.
A growth mindset. Sorry. Tell yourself, I can do hard things, right? Like, say that to yourself. And focus on progress over perfection.
Yes.
Let's focus on progress over perfection because perfection is not realistic.
No.
It's just not.
Far from realistic.
Right.
And setbacks are an opportunity for growth rather than failure.
They really are. I think a lot of my growth has come from setbacks.
I've grown so much.
From setbacks.
Yeah. In the past, I'll be 8 years next month.
Yeah.
I've grown so much.
Yeah.
And learned so much.
Yeah. And then also just practicing compassion, right? Like, be kind to yourself.
Be kind.
You treat yourself the way you would treat someone else on their journey, right?
Yes. Avoid negative self-talk.
Yeah, like downing yourself all the time just it will eventually make you really feel like you can't do it.
Right.
So promoting that positive mindset is what gets you through.
Again, manifest that.
Manifest it. Yeah. And then actually visualize your success, right? So visualize it. Say it until you see it. Keep saying, I can do this. I see myself in a size 12 or a size 2 or 0.
I'm a 2, but my goal was an 8. And then all of a sudden I got down to 2. But, that was my goal.
Yeah, but you visualized it.
I visualized it,
You have to visualize it. And I'm not a super tangible person in terms of visualization, so they don't work for me, but I see a lot of people do them, and it was one of your suggestions.
Make a vision board.
Yes, a vision board.
Make a vision board, even if it's a material one or on your phone, digital one.
Mm-hmm.
Make a vision board. Put things on there.
Yeah, and then speak it till you see it, right?
And put it where you can see it every day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like if you're like a person that put something reminders on your mirror, right?
Yeah.
Like your vanity.
Sticky notes.
Yeah, sticky notes. Stick it everywhere. I mean, anything can be a vision board. Like literally just a sticky note on your mirror that says something, a goal towards your vision.
Put it on your fridge. Put it in your car.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on your mirror. Anywhere.
Yeah, all of those things are going to help
you. Computer.
Yes, and then all of I guess really too, you could even set reminders, right? Like if you have Siri or Alexa or whatever to tell them to remind you to do something towards your goal, right?
Right, every day.
Yeah, so every morning.
She has some.
So every morning my Alexa tells me, you've got this, you rock, like, you're strong, you can do this. So every morning. And then she's supposed to play rock music, but she's off track and playing this really weird stuff, so I just told her to shut up.
Strange sometimes.
I don't know what happened there. But moving on to the second point would be to set realistic and sustainable goals, right? So we'll talk about how to set some achievable health and wellness goals that align with your bariatric journey, right? Everybody's journey is different. We have to remember that. I think we often get hung up on looking at other people.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yes, we do. And but you're not them, and they're not you.
There's so many factors that go into that. You know, high BMI, low BMI, male, female,
metabolic.
Age. Yeah, like
stuff.
You know, of course, women go through much more than men. But
Yes.
I mean, so many factors. The type of surgery you had. You know, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
So,
where you started from, lifestyle.
right.
Just some things are out of our control, like the metabolic things
Right.
and just the way our bodies are designed. We can't control some aspects.
When
right?
they have hormones and they have thyroid issues, and so do men sometimes. I mean, there's so PCOS.
So let's talk about setting those realistic and sustainable goals. So realistically, you want to set your goals based on your surgery's guidelines, right? So, you know, if you have a gastric sleeve and the expected weight loss is like, say, 60% of your excess fat, and your excess fat is only 100 pounds, it's like 100 pounds, then you're not likely to lose the whole 100 pounds, right? You're going to lose 60% of that by the expectations of your surgery. Can you meet 100 pounds weight loss? Yeah, some people can. She exceeded that.
I did.
I met it, right?
No, I didn't really know all of that when I started my journey because I just didn't.
Right.
And I didn't know that, you know, that was a thing.
Right. And now you do.
Now I do.
And now you get to help educate other people about it.
Right.
So, but it's an empowering tool to kind of know what those expectations are and to set realistic goals. So, and excess fat is measured on the high end of the normal BMI scale, but if you're expecting a weight that's on the low end of normal, you know, you might not make it. Realistically, you might not make it there, right? So just be realistic about your goals.
I went 10 pounds under the high number for my BMI and looked horribly sick.
Well, you're looking pretty healthy these
And then
days.
gained back 10 pounds, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I look so much healthier.
You do. You look really healthy these days.
Thank you.
So just keep that in mind. Those long-term goals need to be realistic to the surgery that you're having, to your lifestyle, what your body can do for you. That way you don't get discouraged, right? Set small goals.
Comparison is a thief of joy. Don't compare yourself.
That is true. There's this little thing I shared on our Facebook group one time, and I love sharing. I should reshare it again. But it talks about all the flowers in the garden are different, right? And I want to say it says something like, you have more petals than me, or your flowers grow, you know, prettier or something. And it's like, well, yeah, I'm a whole different flower. Like, I'm not even the same.
We are all different flowers.
We are all different flowers. We are. And so set realistic goals. And maybe instead of setting a long-term goal, you want to start with short-term goals. Like, let's just lose 10 pounds.
Yeah,
right?
like if you say I want to lose 200 pounds, oh my gosh.
I never thought I would lose 200, and I'm pushing 200. I've lost 236 pounds. I never thought I would lose 200.
But in the beginning of your journey, if you had said that, you didn't think that, and here you are.
Right.
So
I never thought I would lose. I never put that goal on myself ever. Right. I was like, let's just lose 100, right? Like anything really. But speaking of setting smaller goals, let's dive into that part of it, right? So start with clear and attainable milestones, like 10 pounds or fitting into a pair of pants or
different,
figuring out what to eat. That's a good short milestone, right? small, manageable goals.
Right.
And then those, you can focus on the long-term stuff after that.
Yeah, just meet those small goals to get
Right.
to that big goal.
Right. And to set those small, attainable, or sustainable milestones, you want to do things like focus on healthy lifestyle changes and not just weight loss. Sarita can speak, I would say she speaks well on lifestyle changes and not just weight loss. So incorporating, like, what things would you do?
Choosing healthy foods. I mean, that's key. You know, weighing, tracking, you know, focusing on your macros, choosing healthy, clean food, staying hydrated.
That is key. People do not realize that.
The healthy food?
The hydration.
Oh, the hydration. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, staying hydrated. Stay hydrated. Like, that is so important.
And increasing physical activity.
Increasing physical activity. You can walk for the first 8 weeks, build up your endurance, walk farther and farther each day, and after 8 weeks, of course, you can exercise.
Yeah.
But start slow.
Yeah, start slow. You know, the hydration thing, you know, I say this to people all the time, and I really try to teach this because people don't know this. I mean, in life, people don't realize that you lose fat through your urine.
And pee out your pounds.
You pee out your pounds, literally.
I learned that in Weight Watchers, and I'm like, what is she talking about?
Yeah, it's kind of
It's true. It's true. You pee out your pounds.
Right, it is very true. So the more you drink, the more you go to the bathroom, you know, the more you urinate, the more you lose weight. That's a realistic thing. So what Sarita said, you know, increasing the physical activity and starting slow, things like that. That brings us to our next point, which would be physical and emotional wellness, right? So we want to talk about some tips, which she kind of got into that already, but some tips for in starting in on that exercise, nutrition, self-care. Just incorporate those things into your daily routine, you know, while you maintain that like a balanced approach. You want to balance out.
I know
your journey.
everyone's busy, but you can carve out at least 30 minutes of your day, even if you have to get up 30 minutes earlier than everyone else.
And you know what? If we're talking about like starting smaller and things like that, maybe it's just get up. Like if you're a sedentary person, just get up,
Get
right?
up and
like
walk your neighborhood. Or
we
walk
could be
to the
standing
mailbox.
up to record this podcast right now. I mean, really,
We could.
We do get in our exercise, but you know, just stand up. Like if you know, go to the mailbox, or if you can't go to the mailbox, just walk to the bathroom 3 times. You go to the bathroom. We all get up and go to the bathroom. Well,
yeah,
99% of us.
Walk in your backyard. Walk in your front yard. I live in a cul-de-sac, so I can walk around the cul-de-sac.
Right.
And feel safe.
And some people might need to even start smaller than that, right? Like if you have
walk to your mailbox and back.
Yeah, or even smaller, because some people have like some really serious mobility issues when they start this journey, and in that case, literally just walk a circle around your, like inside your living room, just 10 times and then sit back down. 2 times is better than 0 times, right? Like even just sitting in your chair and lifting your legs.
Walk to the kitchen and get more fluids.
Yes, walk to the kitchen to get more fluids.
Yes. I mean, it's true. You could do that.
And when you have mobility issues, you can even do things in your chair, you know? Like,
yes, you can do chair exercises.
You can.
YouTube is full of videos where you can do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so start small. Work on those exercise goals. I remember when I first started this journey so many years ago, even before weight loss surgery was an option, and it was like getting on a treadmill. And oh my goodness, I was like 400 something pounds, and like 30 minutes on a treadmill was not doable. Right?
I do that.
I couldn't
20
do
minutes
that.
max.
I couldn't do it. Oh, I can do like an hour now, but I couldn't even do, I don't know about now, because look, I need to set my own goals again for this year. But I could do 30 minutes for sure. But in the beginning, I mean, it was like 10 max, you know?
I mean, they even have walking programs on YouTube. Like, you could be in your house and just walk in place, you know, for 5-10 minutes, you know, and keep working your way up.
I've seen walking groups too. Like, people get together and they like pledge to walk so much and talk about it. And I mean, if that kind of stuff motivates you, you can find that kind of stuff out there.
Couch to 5K is great.
Yes, I started using that because I got signed up to run a race this year with Sarita and her family.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Have you been working on that?
No, but I mean, doing couch 5K is like 8 weeks.
I don't know, but I feel like we should be like.
I feel like it's 8 weeks, and I've done several trainings for that. So
there's an app for that.
There is an app.
There's an app, walking apps, everything. But just start somewhere, and then prioritizing balanced nutrition. What does that mean?
Clean eating.
Clean eating.
Eat whole nutrient dense foods.
Yeah.
Meal plan. Be mindful of what you're eating. I meal plan. I still weigh my food. I meal plan and meal prep.
Yep. I meal plan. I don't always meal prep.
I meal prep because I live alone, so it's just me. I don't have to worry about cooking for a family. So
I do like to. I have found myself like meal prepping more for like lunches.
Yeah.
But it would be things like a chicken salad or an egg salad or something like that.
Yeah.
But what are some examples of not clean eating, like that are advertised as bariatric or keto or bariatric, or they're advertised as healthy and they're okay on occasion, but they're not, like, you can't live off of.
Like I would never do keto because of the fat.
That's true. Some people need the added fat.
Right. Some people do need the added fat. I don't need it. I had an issue with eating too much cheese at one time.
I'm a cheeseaholic.
And I had to cut out cheese completely, pretty much, and only on occasion. Mm-hmm. For me, clean eating is like grilled chicken, broccoli, fresh broccoli. I prefer frozen, of course, is okay. No canned. Is there canned broccoli?
I don't think there's canned broccoli.
There's no canned
but
broccoli.
I get the point. You want to do more fresh. What is the grocery rule is everything on the outside of the store, but not down the aisle.
I try and stay off the aisles unless I'm buying like coffee or something, but I don't go down those aisles anymore at all.
Yeah, just quit going shopping. I've gotten so used to the delivery services.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't know how great that is.
Yeah.
But
sweet potatoes are something I meal prep a lot.
Yeah.
Roasted sweet potatoes, extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper, roasted. It's very good.
I'll be honest, if you have an impulse buying problem, the online delivery groceries is like great because you literally go online, you get what you want, you're done with it, and you're not walking through the store catching those things that they
on the end caps.
Yes, they put them there. So you go to get apples and they got like caramel sitting above them, right? Or you go to get broccoli and there's like ranch dressing to dip it in,
right.
Or whatever.
Not
true. There's nothing super wrong with dipping some broccoli and ranch, but it's just those kind of examples. They set you up to buy more.
Stay away from the middle of the store. Focus on the outer.
And don't fall for the gimmicks.
No.
The extra sales gimmicks. Practicing clean eating. So another thing would also be incorporating self-care, right? I think we kind of mentioned self-care a couple of times in here because it is super important. That positive mindset is a self-care action. And then how to incorporate self-care, right? So just be mindful daily of yourself and your needs. Get plenty of rest because none of us function on no sleep. And I don't care how well you think you're used to it. Like studies show, you need sleep to replenish your body and replenish your brain.
I feel like going to sleep at the same time every night and getting up at the same time every morning is super helpful.
It's nice when it's achievable.
It's achievable for me because I live alone. So I like go to bed at 11 and I literally wake up every morning at 7:45 a.m. Literally.
I can attest to that.
And then I start working at 8 o'clock. I go from bedroom to office, start working.
The perks of working remote.
Yeah. And I'm not in my pajamas all day. I do get dressed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And other things is schedule yourself some me time. It's not selfish to do that. it promotes positivity to you. Me time can look totally different. I'm quite sure me and Sarita's me time is completely different, except we both like shopping, right? But you do what works for you. Even if it's just going in the bathroom and shutting the door and scrolling through some videos on your phone or something, that is me
We
time.
have all been guilty of that.
I mean, whatever it takes, right?
But you have kids and animals, and they're all trying to get in. So what would you do?
I go to the car.
She goes to the car. I only have a dog who is okay, so I don't have to worry about all that.
I have the dogs, the kids, the babies.
Yeah.
And so for me, if I go to my car, it's like, oh, mom went to her car. Leave her alone.
Right, leave her alone. That's her safe place.
And if they come out the door, you just drive away, right?
That's funny. Wait, she got a plan.
I've literally done that. Oh, here they come. Bye. See ya. I'll be back in a minute.
I love that.
It's also known that when mom comes home from somewhere, like I pull up and I'm sitting in the driveway and I just sit in the car for a little while before I go in the house. It's like quiet.
This is my me time.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
I'm decompressing.
Whatever it takes. Some people's me time may be more extravagant. Like, me time can literally be as simple as just sit in your car, go to the bathroom. But it could be like going shopping or getting a pedicure.
For me time, I do get my hair done once a week.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, I'm spoiled. And I go get a pedicure. Like that's my me time. That's not every week though. But yeah, there's certain things I do for self-care.
Mm-hmm.
Waxing, pedicure, hair.
Yeah.
Yoga.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you hit on yoga. I'm glad you did, because me time sometimes is something like yoga, or even going to the gym, right? Which would add me time and physical activity into one. I really enjoyed going to the gym. It was time for just me.
Right.
Even if I went with someone and like they rode with me, we went together. When we get there, they go do their thing, I do my thing. It is literally, you put your headphones on, earbuds in, whatever, and you really just listen to yourself breathe. It's like, I don't know, it's weird because I guess sometimes you feel like you can like hear your body improving. And maybe that sounds strange, but anyway. So yeah, definitely focus on incorporating some self-care into your routine, and then also create flexible yet sustainable routines, right? It does you no good if you create all these things in your head that do not actually fit in your schedule.
Yeah, you have to get out there and do them.
Yes, you have to be able to do them, not just say, I want to do them. So make sure the things that you incorporate are actually fit into your routine. So some things, balance. You have to find balance, I guess, right? And some people need to set time blocks. Like, this task should only take 10 minutes. If it takes more than 10 minutes, then I'm not going to do it, or I need to make it happen in that amount of time, right? Just time blocks. Block that time off. And then listen to your body.
You know your body better than anyone.
You do. Listen to your body. Stay in tune with your own needs. Pay attention to how you feel, and stay flexible to your needs, right? Because your needs may change. Like what you say today is what you need. By next month, it might not be what you need anymore, right? So
not every day will go as planned.
It might not. If you find yourself, and if you find yourself in a place where every day is not going as you would think it should to meet your goals, then that kind of
reevaluate.
It kind of brings us into our next point, right? I will say, if you have like a minor setback, look, it's okay. Start over tomorrow. That's fine. But if you find yourself in that place where it's repetitive, not working out like it should, then that takes us into our next one, which is just overcome those setbacks.
It's okay.
It's okay to have them. As we said before, you grow through your setbacks.
You do. I've grown a lot.
Yeah, through setbacks. You had a pretty big setback recently, and grew through that. And I've had pretty big setbacks recently and grown through that, which also got me another like 30 pounds lost. Going through that setback, and then actually gained some weight and then lost some weight.
Same.
Yeah, so
people. I had my father passed away. I had to stay in Oregon for an extended period of time to take care of his estate, and that was I couldn't go work out. I couldn't eat right. I had my kids there. I had my sister. I had all these people around me, cousins.
You're out of routine.
I was way out of routine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had some life challenging issues that got me super out of routine too, right? So, but overcome those setbacks. You have to give yourself grace to overcome them. Overcoming setbacks helps you stay motivated to bounce back, right?
You have to give yourself grace, and I have that tattooed on my arm.
Oh, I love it.
Because I give myself grace. So I see it every day.
Aww.
Not that everyone should go out and get a tattoo that says that, but that's what I do.
If that works for you, that works for you, right?
It works for me.
So our next point, like I said, overcoming setbacks, and then in that, you want to acknowledge that obstacles are normal.
Very normal.
Obstacles are normal.
Life is not perfect.
No, it doesn't go as planned.
No,
at all.
Never, ever.
Never. There's so many things in my life right now that I would have never even imagined. Good things, or I don't mean bad things, but just
change,
just different
changes in life.
Yeah, I would have never thought it went that way. So just accept that those obstacles that come along, learn from them, and grow, and then shift your focus to your victories. Right, like think about. Don't beat yourself. Going back to like positive mindset mastery. Don't beat yourself up over things that happen. Look at the small victories that you have accomplished. Celebrate those small wins.
It may be really, really tiny, but still celebrate.
Yeah, sometimes a win might be just getting out of bed today.
Yes. It might.
Look, I love getting out of bed, so that's not a win for me. But for some people, some days, look, it might just be getting up, and that's okay. And then, to be able to celebrate those small wins, it's really important to track your progress.
It's very important, and something I want to add to this, I have a Renfo scale.
Yes.
Right? The Renfo app on your phone tracks like everything. It tracks like your body fat, your BMI, your water. It tracks your visceral fat, subcutaneous. It tracks like everything. And to see those numbers go from red to yellow to green,
that's pretty awesome.
It's amazing. Yeah. Like your numbers start out at red because you're overweight, most likely, and then they start turning yellow slowly, and then one day they're all green.
You know what?
I love it.
Can I be honest with you? My battery died in my Renfo like a while back.
It's only 2 batteries.
I just haven't replaced it.
You sound like somebody else I know.
But listen, I do weigh though. It is not healthy for most people to do this, but I'm one of those people that it works for me. I weigh like every day or every other day.
Well, you're still kind of in your journey.
Yeah, but some people will, like most doctors will tell you don't weigh every day. Like it's not ideal. It's motivating for me to do it.
Whatever works.
Yeah, and for many people though, weighing every day becomes obsessive because the scale does not go down every day. It's especially for women, it will go up as much as 10 pounds and then drop back down.
We have all those hormones and stuff.
We do, and so as you're going through like hormone cycles and things like that, water weight is a real thing. I didn't gain 5 pounds of fat this week, but I have gained 5 pounds this week, and it's fluid. I know because I can look at my ankles and tell, right?
So you
I
know
can
your
feel
body.
it in my hands, right?
You know your body better than anything.
Yep.
So it's okay in your mind. You're like, I know this is not fat. I know it's fluid.
Exactly. Right. So it doesn't hurt my feelings that I gained 5 pounds.
Right. Because you know that it's going to come out like really soon.
And usually by the time the fluid comes off, I've lost another pound, right? So, and like tomorrow it might not be there. It's crazy how it works that way. So, it works for me, but I do need to put a battery in the Renfo. So I would like to get all my current info in that because I was 30 pounds heavier last time I used it.
There you go. All those numbers are going to start changing and green.
Yeah. So anyway, track your progress, track everything. She was just talking about tracking like your weight with the Rimfo, which also tracks all the body things. Track your food. Bariatric is a great app for that.
Bariatric Pal, Bariatric, put in our macros, track everything. I don't care how small it is or how insignificant it is, right? Track it.
Right.
At the end of the day, you get a pie chart, and it tells you where you're at, and you can tweak it for the next day. Like, oh, I didn't get enough protein. Oh, I had too much fat or sugar. So tomorrow, work on that. And just be really aware.
You can also do a printout. I don't know about all of them. I know on Bariatric you can do a printout of like a summary of like the last month. So like say if you're going to reach out to a nutritionist or something like that, you can say, here's my last week or my last month of meals. And they can say, oh, well, you're having too much fat or you're not having enough protein or...
Well, I have patients send me their screenshots and I can look at it and I'm like, oh, you have too much this, not enough that. I look at what they eat and I'm like, cut that out. So yeah, it's really easy to read it and adjust and tweak.
So track everything because every day in everyday life, we don't see the big differences. I don't look at myself and see me different from many, many years ago. But I am, obviously, right? So like a month ago is different from today, but if I wasn't tracking that, I might not see it.
I never would have thought 8 years ago that my life would change this much.
That's true.
8 years.
True. Yep. Wow. So revisit your goals, right? So if you're tracking things, we're talking about overcoming setbacks here. We did get a little sidetracked, but we are talking about overcoming setbacks and revisit your goals. If you find yourself having many setbacks or, we change every day, so sometimes we just need to readjust
goals.
That's okay. It's okay to readjust your goals. It's perfectly fine.
You know yourself better than
you do. And so our next point on success for 2025 and readjust, refocus, and renewing would be finding community or putting yourself in a good community and a place of having good support, right? So community and support, build a strong support system and connect with other people who really understand this journey.
Right, and there's a lot of people who do not understand this journey.
Sarita is my amazing accountability person. She hears me eating something on the phone. She's like, "What is that?
What are you eating? Tell me."
She's an amazing accountability person, and not just for me. She helped so many of our patients here at NBC with accountability. Some people don't like what she has to say, but that's because she's being honest and real with you.
I will be honest and straightforward, and I may seem like the food police, but I really want you to have long-term success.
Right.
And I really want you to succeed, and, that's what I want. That's my passion.
So speaking of that, like, how do you get Sarita support? Well, join some Facebook groups, right? Join some support groups. We at NBC have a lot of them.
We have a main group. We have men's group. We have Canada group. We have monthly groups. We have a PCOS group. We have all the different surgery groups.
If you're an older person, we have like a 55 plus because the journey.
We have a recipe group.
Yes, I love the recipe. I should really post in there more.
We need to post more.
We should post in there more.
Yeah, I mean we have so much support.
Yeah.
If you're not getting the support at home, you will get it on Facebook, and you can reach out to me on Messenger anytime, and I'm there to support you as well.
Yep, absolutely. And then also build a network of personal support. So speaking of groups, you can find people in the groups, whether you already know them, whether you get to know them. So like personal support would be family, friends, maybe surgery siblings, people you had surgery with, just anybody that's in your corner.
Stay away from the negative people.
Yeah, if they're speaking negatively, you don't have to share your journey with them. You don't have to. Now, don't take negativity and accountability as the same thing, because it's not. If somebody says to you, you don't need to be eating that, that's not negativity. You might not like it, but you have to evaluate that. But then sometimes we need to seek professional support.
Yes, we do, and yes, I did.
Yeah.
I was in counseling before, during, and after.
Yeah, because with this journey, you have the medical aspect in terms of the surgery itself. You have the nutritional aspect because you should be, learning new. You have our nutritionist, and then some people seek outside nutritional support as well. But then also people who need it and couple. I say all the time, Sarita coupled this journey with therapy, and it's what helped her be so successful. So seek professional support because healthcare teams, therapists, counselors, support coaches, they're all there to help you like on a professional level.
You go through a lot of changes in this journey, and we were talking earlier about this. People treat you better. You get more attention. And you're not comfortable with that, maybe, like I wasn't, and I found myself self-sabotaging and caught it before it got way out of control. I mean, it wasn't, like, horrible. It was just, like, I realized that. And, there's a lot of changes that go through this.
Even something like when we say people treat you different, sometimes people think of, like, flattery or, like, attraction. But even something as simple as holding a door for you.
Exactly.
Opening a door for you.
Always.
Speaking kindly in passing.
They just treat you better.
It is just significantly different.
It goes from one extreme to the other. I was skinny shamed.
That happens.
In a public place.
That happens.
By a friend of 20 years.
It happens to me all the time. People don't even know who I am. Like people I grew up with. They're like, I speak to them. They look at me like, I have eyeballs on my forehead, and then like later on they're like, "Oh, I didn't even know that was you."
Yeah,
and
I've had that happen too.
It's odd. It's awkward.
It is.
I feel like I'm a mentally strong person, so it don't really bother me.
It doesn't bother me anymore.
But I do know people that have been affected by that. Like they get in their feelings about it, and then they might self-sabotage.
I've worked through all of that now, and counseling very much helped me.
Yep. So that kind of wraps it up. I'll just kind of quickly recap. So some things to think about when you're renewing, refreshing, and looking for a new year, new you is mindset mastery, setting realistic, sustainable goals, and focusing on healthy lifestyles, not just weight loss, right? Because weight loss is going to come with healthy lifestyle, physical and emotional wellness, and then overcoming those setbacks because those are real. So that really concludes what we have to say for this episode.
We hope that you have found inspiration and practical advice.
Yes.
To embrace the new you.
Yes, embrace the new you. And then let's just go out there and make this your healthiest year yet.
Yes. Happy 2020.
I hope this is my happiest year yet. Healthiest. Sorry.
I pray for continued health for myself and all of you.
Yes.
And success.
Yep. Here's to you. Bye, friends.
If you have any questions or want to share your bariatric weight loss journey, you can call or text us at 480-999-4826 or send an email to podcast@mexicobariatriccenter.com. You can also follow Mexico Bariatric Center on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Keep in mind, these are the opinions of the host. The views represented do not reflect or define the values of Mexico Bariatric Center. This podcast is sponsored by Emerge Bariatrics and Mexico Bariatric Center. Please visit mexicobariatriccenter.com for more information.